Hi everyone, Natasha here, and around my home today I am in my office and I'm looking out on a pretty gray and chilly December Sunday morning. I need to plan ahead for tomorrow, Monday, and I thought I'd share it with you. So grab your planners and your planning supplies so we can do a little planning together, and welcome to my office. So lately I've been sharing a lot of my weekly plan with me's, and today I thought I would share just how I plan one day at a time. We had a very busy week this past week, and everything's sort of wrapped up with this week's amount of tasks and events yesterday. And today I'm just playing catch up. I'm trying to set up my planner and set up my plans for the coming week. And so I've already done a lot of my weekly planning. So I'll show you that here in just a second. First, I'll have all my supplies listed in the description box down below. This is a pen pouch from Erin Condren from the fall surprise box. And then I also have my friction pen, my 4-color friction pen, and a few other supplies. So we'll set that aside and I'll show you, this is my planner. The cover I have on here right now is from Jane's Agenda from their December subscription box, and I am an affiliate for Jane's Agenda, so I'll have the details about that listed below as well. Let's flip this open. So here's today. Here's how things have been looking this weekend. Like I mentioned, a very busy weekend for our family. We had the house tour yesterday. Friday night we had our little town's Christmas walk. So today I'm just trying to catch up on things and get our family ready for the coming week. So I did already go through and set up the weekly pages. So normally this is what I would share with you, but I've got everything set up for the most part. I'm adding things as I think of them, but this is a good start. So now let's turn the page to Monday. So you can see all I've done is just gone through and highlighted the dates and the day of the week at the top. So what I'm going to do is actually pull Monday out of here since my planner is pretty chunky right now. I have a lot of my Christmas plans at the back, which is fine. I'm just going to leave this open and set it up to the side so I can use that as a reference while I'm setting up Monday. So to start off with, I like to do my affirmation for the day. So I'm going to actually flip to my December spread. So here, Monday, December 5th, my personal number for the day is a 4. And then at the back, I have in my notes section this little cheat sheet. So this is the basic information from the Louise Hay Colors and Numbers book. So I'm going to be using my word, or the focus for the day is practical. And then the affirmation, which is on the back, is going to be I am organized and productive. So let's go ahead and add that in first. Next, I'm going to grab some of my highlighters and markers. So in the second pouch here, I've been keeping my Zig Clean Color dot marker in this fawn color, which I'll use for my task dots. Then this is the Tombow marker I've been going with. I think this says 761, but I'm not entirely sure, so hopefully that gets you close enough, but it's this pretty blush pink color. And then I think that's all I need for right now. So I'm going to highlight a little heading up here because it's been helping me to remember these top 3 are my priorities. So then I'll do my task section there. And then I already know some of my work schedule. So I'm just going to highlight that all the way down. And then we have dance tomorrow night, so that's 6:30 to 7:30. Okay, and then next I'm just going to add my little task dots. And then a few months ago in the Jane's Agenda, I think it was maybe the September subscription box. We got this Pentel Energel pen. It's an 07 on the size, and this little identification number here says BL437R1. So that hopefully will get you into this brown color. There we can see it says brown on the back side. Anyway, I'm going to use that for the header up here just to remind me that these are my priorities for the day. And then we'll fill in my schedule. So I'm going to do my AM routine. Actually, first and foremost, any of you parents out there can probably understand this one. We now have an elf and a gnome who visit our house every morning during the Christmas countdown and the Advent season. Then at noon, I do have, usually it's a Facebook Live little training call with Jordan Essentials for the directors and higher, and that's called Leader Live. So if I can while I'm at work, I try to listen to that. If I'm in the middle of something where I'm not able to, then I'll just try and catch it later. So that's why I put the task dot there, because then if I don't catch it during the time when it's live, then that reminds me to try to catch it later. And then in the evening, we have dance. And this will be the last one. So I want to make sure we have a teacher gift. Then lately, just because we've had a lot going on, it's been helping me to kind of think through how my evening is going to go. It's not necessarily a schedule I feel like I have to stick to, but it's more just to give me a mental picture of what do I need to do and what do I need to focus on when. So I typically have to work backwards. So I know if we need to leave for dance at 6, then we need to have dishes all cleaned up by 6 o'clock from dinner, and then we'll eat around 5. So at 4:30 I need to start the dinner prep, and I think we're just doing leftovers tomorrow. Then 4 o'clock, I'm not sure if I really need to put anything there just yet. So 3 o'clock I am gonna put snack, just to remind me to kind of have something ready to go for my daughter. And then we'll work on homework. And then, so what I need to do is some of my evening routine kind of in the middle of the day here or the afternoon, because once we get home from dance, it's going to be the bedtime routine as soon as we get home. I'm going to shoot for 8, well, it's probably going to be more like 8:30 for lights out, because we won't get home until 8 o'clock. Okay, so that means I have an hour after I get off work that if I need to work on a couple of things, I can. I'm not sure yet what that's going to be, so I'm going to leave that blank. Now, my priorities for the day are the teacher gift. Let me look at my weekly plan and just make sure I'm not forgetting any other events on Monday, which I have that down. And then let's look at my tasks. So I know I'm going to be pretty tired after work, so I'm not even going to attempt to film. I'm hopefully going to be working on some of my goal setup and my plans for the new year today. And Christmas prep could potentially be tomorrow, but that'll just be something I'm going to wait to see. So really, these are all things that I'm trying to work on through the coming week, but nothing that feels like it's a super priority for tomorrow. And since we've had such a busy week, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. And I know that I will need to switch a load of laundry in the afternoon, because I'll start my load in the morning. So let's put that on here. And I'm just gonna leave my priorities blank. Honestly, I really feel like I don't know what to put on my task list because the last week has been so busy and I've been so focused on this house tour event that was yesterday and just all of the stuff we had going on in town. So now what I'm doing instead is looking at my list from today to see if there's anything on here. So what may end up happening is what I don't get done today will just get migrated over to tomorrow, but I won't know that until a little bit further into the evening. So for right now, this gives me a really good plan for the day. I have my time frame blocked out where I'm really not able to do anything because I'm at work. I have our evening blocked out, so I have a better picture of how I need to use my time once we get home so that we have enough time for these things here. And then I also have some of my morning priorities marked out so that I don't forget to do things like pack my lunch to bring to work, my breakfast and my lunch, making sure that I get all of the morning routine stuff done, including the elf and the gnome. And my AM and my PM routine, which is here now, those things come from this list in the other side here. This is my weekly plan. Well, let's go ahead and pop this back in. So this is today, and here we go. This is my weekly plan page. So tonight, once we're done with Sunday, then this larger bookmark, which is my daily marker, will just get moved. And this is my weekly bookmark, so this will get moved as well. It'll get moved forward. So so this coming week, the other thing I wanted to look at was just some of my overall getting things done list over here and make sure there's nothing that I am forgetting or that could get done. But once again, I think that a lot of this stuff is going to be things I'll just have to work on once I see what my time and my energy feel like, and we'll go from there. So that was my quick little plan with me for Monday, and I hope that gave you a better picture of how I've been using this system from Jane's Agenda. Of course, I have my monthly plan, which is where I started and just made sure I knew my basic schedule and things that I had on the calendar here. Then I went to last week's plan just to see what kind of things needed to carry forward and what kind of projects needed to carry forward. But these were all completed, so now I can go back to some of the other projects I was working on. And then I also looked at my current weekly plan, which I had set up earlier today. And then as you can see, I've got quite a few more projects now on my list, so I'm going to try to be working through some of those. And that gives me a pretty good picture of what I have in store for me for Monday. And like I mentioned, once I see how today goes, then I can always add things to that to-do list. But again, after having such a busy last few weeks, it feels really good just to look at this list and think, it's okay, I'll get just a few things done tomorrow and just focus on what needs to get done in the moment and not feel like I'm just carrying quite so much around and trying to keep so many plates spinning. So thanks for joining me. I hope that gave you a nice glimpse into how I use my monthly, weekly, and daily planning pages. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below. And of course, stay tuned because Tuesday I will be back for another basement declutter with my Tiny Tidy Tuesday collab and all the other ladies joining in for that. I hope you're enjoying the Advent season and the start of December. Have a good one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.